Have you ever woken up and instantly felt that something was different? That morning, the sunlight looked normal until you realized you weren't just hearing the world, you were hearing people. Your roommate's half-asleep mumble wasn't out loud, it was in your head. Then came your neighbor's anxiety about rent, and a couple arguing downstairs. And somehow, you knew every word they didn't say. You weren't dreaming. You could hear thoughts. Hi everyone! Welcome to Imagine What? This is the place for big ideas, wild imagination, and creative thoughts of all kinds. If that excites you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support keeps me going. And drop your ideas in the comments, because the next video might just be inspired by you. Alright, that's enough chit-chat. Let's dive into today's topic. First, it felt amazing. You could hear what people really thought about you. Your friend who said, "I love your outfit," actually meant it nice. But the barista who smiled and said, "Have a nice day," she was thinking, "Please don't spill again." You started laughing. It was chaos, but it was funny chaos. For once, the world made perfect sense. No more lies, no more guessing, just truth. Raw, unfiltered, and constant truth. But soon, the fun started to fade. You realized that people's minds never stop talking. Even when their lips are still, their thoughts are shouting. You heard a stranger walk by. They looked calm, but in their head, they were replaying a fight from last night, over and over. Someone else was panicking about a test. Another was thinking about breaking up. Oh, someone else was thinking about breaking up. And when you looked at your best friend, you heard something that made your stomach drop. Your best friend was smiling, but inside, she thought, "Why does she always get attention?" You froze. You wanted to believe it wasn't true, but it was there, echoing in your head, clear as a bell. And the more people you passed, the more you realized, truth isn't always kind. Your teacher admired your effort, but thought you'd never really make it. Your boss praised your work, but mentally planned to replace you next month. Every honest thought cut deeper than any lie ever could, and now you couldn't unhear it. By noon, your brain felt like a crowded subway station. Every thought was a train arriving at once. You tried to focus, but voices overlapped, tangled, screamed. Some were meaningless fragments, shopping lists, random memories, insecurities. Others were darker, pain, jealousy, fear. You realized that behind every calm face was a storm of emotion the world never sees. And now, you were drowning in it. You put on headphones, you turned up the music, but nothing could block the thoughts. They came through walls, through songs, through silence. You sat in the park, watching people laugh, yet you knew what each one secretly feared. And for the first time, you wished you couldn't understand at all. Because once you know how people truly feel, it's hard to love them the same way. By evening, you stopped trying to fight it. You just listened to the sound of humanity, raw and restless. Someone worried about dinner. Someone missed their mother. Someone silently hoped to be seen. Among the chaos, you began to notice something else, a pattern. Despite all the noise, most thoughts came from the same place. Fear of being misunderstood. Everyone was just trying to be okay, just like you. And then, as the clock struck midnight, the noise stopped. Not faded, not slowed, just stopped. You looked around. The world was silent again. But now, silence felt different. It wasn't emptiness, it was peace. You finally understood what thoughts really are. Not secrets, not burdens, but echoes of being human. For 24 hours, you heard the world's heart beating. And maybe that was enough. Thanks for watching Imagine What. If you picked up something new today, or it just got your imagination running, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share your ideas in the comments. We might dive into your crazy thought next time. Thank you. Bye.